What is going on, everybody? It is Quicksilver here, and I am kind of excited. I think I've used to always start out my videos saying that, so I guess that's a good sign, right? I have gotten a bunch of the base automation kind of set up here, so I guess the first little bit of this video I'm going to kind of show you guys what I've been doing, what I've been working on. I kind of outlined it in my last video, so if you haven't seen any of that, you may want to check it out. At least I mentioned what I was wanting to do, and I think I got one thing wired up. I think I got the pig farm wired up yesterday, but I'm really psyched because I got the thing that I thought was going to be the toughest was going to be getting the iron golem farm wired up, but I have successfully managed to do that. And let me show you what we got here. So really it's just a bunch of hopper chains all over my base. Instead of the iron actually collecting over here, I've stopped here. I mean, I am going to leave some of this here just because out of force of habit I've been running over here for stuff. So this way I'll have at least some materials here. If I oops and happen to run over here, I won't be pissed off at myself and having to run back. But in the meantime, what I've done is, you can hear an iron golem getting killed right now. The normal flow is the hopper chain that's up here would feed down over here, and then I just dumped it in here in my little item sorter that I have back here. Instead, you can see where I've diverted that. I still have my chest in this room, so I can still throw some things in this little mini sorting area if I want to and sort things into here. But I've rerouted my my iron and roses now, or I guess not roses, irons and iron bars and poppies, I think they are. Now I'll get routed around here, down through this little hopper chain, and if we follow this sucker around, it is just massively long. We roll around through here, and then as you can see, I've got kind of this central area here. This is running really the length of my base. God, man, yeah. We are pretty much in line right now with, I guess it's in line with, the house is actually right over here. Not that you can really tell, but what this line is I've also, this was kind of what I was hoping would be able to happen. Right above us, right about here, is the sugarcane farm, the auto breeding sugarcane farm. I actually just heard it pop off. Maybe not, or maybe I was too slow. But so everything can feed right into here, so this is really pretty smooth. If I keep going out here, which I don't know if I want to do or not, but we're going to go for it. I may regret this because I'm probably going to end up getting some dirt into the system, but we'll find out in just a minute. Yeah, probably just did. Well, okay. Alright, so anyway, you can see right here's the house. So we have come from all the way over there and wrapping around and right into here. So I'll go ahead and throw those back in there, and we'll probably have some dirt down the system. Other things I have hooked up, so basically that hooked up the reed farm, I should call it. I don't know if they call it sugarcane, reeds, whatever you want to call it. So that little guy is hooked up. I got the iron golem farm hooked up there. I've also managed to, as you guys knew, if you saw my last video, the pig farm is hooked up, which gave us a little central feeder. Really, I already had this section feeding into here because this gets so overcrowded with pigs that eventually I have to kill some of those as well. But so we already had kind of the feeder going in there. Oops, as you can tell, I left a little behind here too for force of habit. But I actually also just wired this stuff up as well, so when I cook the cows, we've actually got that set up to go ahead and sort as well. So pretty much I think that's all the automated stuff that I was really wanting to get. I guess I could try and get some of the mob drops, but that might just be a little bit too crazy. So let's go ahead and hop down here, and I will show you what we got working here. The nice thing too is even if I'm down here or I'm in the house, the iron golem farm is close enough to everything that it still does sort everything. So as you can see, I've got about another half chest of iron in here already. So that is working out. I moved the flowers down to here. I haven't sorted nearly as many of those, but I'll get the poppies collecting down here. Raw steak, if I use my looting sword and I don't actually cook the beef, then that'll go in here. I haven't actually set this up yet, so that's what I'm going to do down here with you now, just as kind of a refresher to show how we set up the sorting system there, if that's something you guys haven't seen. The pig farm is working out pretty well here as well, and obviously the cooked steak, haven't really run any cooked steak through there yet, but that should be working too. So let's head back here. I think the item that was next to that was, man, I think it's leather. I want to say we're down here. Yeah, so there's our raw beef, or raw steak, if you want to call it that, I suppose. See if I can get up here. There we go. So if I'm not mistaken, that's going to be, maybe not. That's our raw beef. Is that where I wanted to put my leather? Am I cracking up, guys? Apparently I've dropped some dirt down here. I thought I had my flowers there. I must be going crazy. Either that or I've sorted something through that I didn't mean to sort through. Oh, you know what? Probably clicking on the wrong hopper there. Yeah, see, so there's my flowers. So this must be where I want to put my leather. So we'll throw 3 leaf blocks here, the remaining 18 there. I'll throw 1 leather there. I'll throw 1 in so that it's primed. So now anything that comes through there should go down the chest. So we have, I think that's 12 leather here. I'll go ahead and just throw those directly in. And now if we cut back through here, yeah, I'm really psyched because this is just, I get to be absolutely lazy in Minecraft now and just collect stuff, which is nice. So, and I still have everything else here all wired up. I just have to program it and we should be all good to go. So if I come over here now, we should have, yep, 13 pieces of leather in there. Okay, so cool. So it looks like everything is sorting really nicely. I'm really happy about that. I do actually have, I'll take the shortcut to show you this. I did wire everything up here. I don't know how much of this I showed you guys in the last video. There was a long break there that I took, but I did finish out, believe it or not. Even though I wasn't doing recording, I was still doing some work here. The amount of iron that this took was just tremendous. Same with chests. I'm really glad that I had the wood farm going. But yeah, so see, I've got this area back here now too. So this is where we just were, and this is just the cut through. This is the wall that's at the end of that hallway there. So I've been giving this a lot of thought. I think one of the things I was kind of lamenting to you guys last time excuse me, was that once I get down in here, I'm really tickled with how it looks, how everything works out. I've got plenty of room to store lots and lots of stuff, but getting out of here kind of sucks because I've been having to do this every time and popping out here and then replacing a dirt block and all that, and just doing this so I can see if it's daytime or nighttime before I come out. And that's a big hassle. So I think what I would like to do, at least I think what I would like to do, and I think I'm going to start doing it today. May not finish it all, may build a bunch of it off camera just so that we can get it done, but since this is where we go down to get into the item storage area, and this is really kind of a good, I think it's a pretty decent area for us to start kind of just a good landing pad, if you want to call it that, to do pretty much anything in the base. You know, we're close to everything. We can get to pretty much everything we'd want to get to. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to knock out these 2 iron bars here, and then right here I've looked at some of the space that I've got here, and I think I have enough room that I am going to try and put another I guess another elevator in place like we've done over here. Let me see if I can creatively get up there. I think I can just swim up the water. Hopefully it won't take me too long. Yeah, cool. It always seems to slow down as you get near where you want to be. Here we go. So I think I'm going to build another one of these guys over in the item area. So when we're actually in the item sorting area, we can just run into there. We can hit a button and get shoved back up right over to there. So it's going to add a little more bulk on that side of things, which I don't think I'm going to mind all in all. It's going to be a heck of a lot better than kind of shooting out of the side. It is going to chop into the roof of our stables a little bit, but because I built kind of that loft area in there, I think we have the room to do it. So God willing, I've figured it out properly and we're not going to have any kind of problems or anything like that. We'll be able to have this little extra stuff that's going to be down below it. I will, I think, try and hide the redstone because I don't think I'm going to want to see that from the other side over there. So haven't really figured out how I'm going to do that yet. Probably going to, I guess I'll probably use some stone bricks, man. Those things are freaking everywhere here, but you know, it seems to be the theme that we're going with, so I think that's going to look best. But yeah, let me go ahead and I'm going to go ahead off cam here and go ahead and I guess get some materials together so we can hopefully get started there. Maybe do a piston count or redstone count so that hopefully I'm not interrupting myself as we're trying to build over here. I don't think that I've done a tutorial on the elevator system that I'm using here. It's not my own design, so I'm pretty sure that when I did build this one I had a link to it, but just because I don't really remember how that was done, maybe I'll do a tutorial or something for you guys. Let me know if it's something that you're interested in seeing. I would be more than happy to do something like that. But yeah, in the meantime, like I said, I'm going to go AFK, get some materials together, and we'll start building on this. Alright guys, so here we are. I think I've got enough stuff to start building this. I've kind of reviewed the tutorial a little bit, so hopefully it won't be too uneven. And I guess let me start out by showing you what the plan is. I've gone ahead and I've knocked out this wall and kind of gotten my area dug out and kind of decided where everything's going to go. So this is going to be where our little elevator back up is going to be. We'll have this little tiny hallway here right off of this. So it's going to be pretty convenient. I would rather that it was in line, or even if it was at the end of this hallway, but I actually looked at where where we would come up if I did it here, and it's not a real convenient location. So this makes the most sense, and I guess let's go ahead and get started. So first thing is, I figured out this is actually where we're going to get pushed up. There will be like a little doorway right here and some glass. I'll probably end up replacing this dirt, I'm assuming, with some stone bricks, and then probably doing something to light up the inside of this. But first things first, I guess now that I have that, I want to place a sticky piston here, followed by a normal here, and then I'm going to place down 2 blocks, just like that. And then I'm going to repeat that pattern. So sticky here, normal here, followed by 2 blocks. And at that point, I guess I'm going to start doing this to block myself up here. So we'll go sticky, followed by normal piston, and 2 more blocks. And then I think what I'm going to do at this point, guys, is I'm going to go ahead and go AFK and finish doing this, because I got to get up to the top of this little cliffside here. I think that I have enough pistons to get there. If I don't, I'm going to be really not happy, but you know, we will do our best. And anyway, yeah, I'll be right back, and don't want to waste your time watching me repeat the same thing over and over again here. I think you guys get the point. Be right back. Alrighty guys, so I have all the pistons in place here now, and I've gone ahead, I did a little decorative work going up here. This will actually all be glassed right here, so I just wanted to make something a little more interesting, and I had a bunch of purple hardened clay anyway, so I thought I'd go ahead with it. So let's get to the redstone on this, and this is going to be a test of my memory here, because I'm not sure that I really remember it all, but we'll do our best here, and if I have to go AFK, then we'll go AFK, but we'll see. I know step 1 obviously is throwing a button there so that we can hit that button and make stuff like that happen. So there is thing 1 that I know. I think I want to do that, and now I'm effectively stuck down here, but I think I can fix that. I want to pull a redstone signal out of that block. I think this is just going to go down like that. Now I got to do some fanciness here. I got to chop my way out and start tearing some things up. It's going to get ugly. So first things first, I want to be able to reach that thing. And if I'm not mistaken, I'm pulling this signal. What I'm trying to do here, yeah, this is where we're going to get a little goofy underneath here too. I gotta figure out a way to reach that without falling back down in there. Well, we'll do it together here, and I think this might be the answer right here. So what I'm trying to do basically is I gotta get this redstone signal back here to just behind that piston there. So if I'm not mistaken, yeah, like I said, see, this gets confusing, and this is why I like to do some of this stuff off camera. It's not because I'm trying to keep you guys out of the loop or anything like that. It's just it gets confusing and probably not as interesting for you guys to watch as a result. But I'm going to go for it, and we're just going to see what we get here. I got to build some of this out here anyway so that I know where the hell I'm going. So we'll do that and that. I think that's what I want to do. Is that correct? I'm probably going to go AFK here in a minute just because I want to double check all this and make sure that I'm putting this down in the right spot. Alright, I think I get that guy out of there. I think I need a full block here, and then I want to throw him there. Whoops, him there. We'll cover all this stuff up, but I think that that's correct. So let me go ahead. I'm going to throw that there. So in essence, what we're going to do now, that's going to give us our redstone signal back here that we will then use to power up all these pistons and make them spit out the stuff that we need them to spit out. So let me go AFK here really fast and make sure that I'm doing this right so I'm not redoing it later, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, just double checked it, and I think we are looking good. So it looks like the next thing we want to do is that, and then that. And now it's going to get interesting, because I'm probably going to have to block up here, so I don't even know I'm doing this way, but we're going to zigzag this, or zipper it up here, I guess is maybe a better way to put it. Oh yeah, you can't get better than a jump like that when you're trying to do something like this. Alright, so that gets me most of the way up, but I think just in the interest of time, I'm going to go ahead and we'll do this, and I'll show you, I think I probably did this exact same thing when I built this the first time around is I think I did this stuff, and then I showed you one side, and then I just did the other side on its own off camera, so that I wouldn't waste a whole lot of your time. And I think that's probably what we're going to do here today too. So as you can see, we're just zigzagging this up, nothing fancy going on here. If it looks a little confusing to you now because I'm just staring at one block, don't worry, it'll all make sense in just a moment. At least I hope it will. That's my goal here anyway, right? Alrighty, good. So we'll do that, and then I think that we're going to do that, and I think we want to do one more of them. I'm going to go ahead and do that. We're just going to labor under the idea that I do want to bring this up one block higher, because I know we need to actually bring our signal. Oh, let me chop that out of here. We're going to want to bring our signal actually up here behind these guys. It's either behind or on top of, I can't remember right now, but it'll pull off of there so that we can have the piston pushers that are going to shove us off of there come out at the very end of there. So there is that. Now I think we're probably just going to be doing the same thing all the way back up here. We just got to we got to place our torches on these things now so that we can power everything up and actually have something happen when we hit the buttons. So if I'm not mistaken, we'll do that, and we're probably going to get a whole bunch of pistons that are going to be crazy here, because our stickies are going to be firing off so fast when we place these things down that it's going to shove all of our sticky pistons, or our non-sticky pistons, out. But that's okay, because we don't really care right now. We can fix them when we hit the button in there the first time. That should fire everything off, and we'll pick them all back up then. So they'll do that, and then that. And man, I'm getting a little bit of lag here, guys. May go AFK here in a minute if it doesn't clear up, but we'll see. Oh man. Yeah, it's actually making placing these things a little difficult. So let me make sure I got that one in the right place, and if I did, then I'm going to go AFK and actually restart Minecraft here. I think I want to throw that one there. No, that's not right. That one we're going to do something special with, but we'll figure that out in a minute or two here. Alright, let me go AFK and I will restart Minecraft, and I'll be right back with you guys. Okay, we're back here again, guys. Sorry about that. I think we'll be in a little better shape now. So alright, so we want to be able to make sure that thing's powered up, and then we're going to place our blocks actually behind these guys. I don't know why I have 2 stacks of those going. That's kind of crazy. And I think because I have a something under here, yeah, okay, well, that's good, but we don't want these things firing off right now. So oh, you know what, actually I want to pull that signal off of here if I'm not mistaken. So what's going on here? Let me see something really fast, guys. Let's pop down here. Might need to invert a signal here or something. Let's see what all our stuff is doing. I may just be pulling it off the wrong... Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm doing there. I think I'm just pulling it off the wrong source. Let's take a peek up there again. Isn't this fun? Okay, so... Oh, seriously? Okay, let's go back up there and we'll chop that stuff out really quick. We'll take the long way, but it'll get us up there. I guess that's one convenient thing about working on this. I think when I was working on the other elevator over there, if I fell, it was pretty much either an instant death or at least a big pain in the ass. So at least I got this working for me. Alrighty, let's get that out of the way there. I think if I were to go up one more block higher, this would be a little easier to work with here. But I think because of how I'm running this thing, it's a little kooky. You know what? This is dumb. Duh. Ta-dum. There we go. Now I'm actually going to pull these guys out of here because they're my pushers. Yeah, that's good though. That's going to shove me right up here. So it should be. Those things should be positioned well. So let's get that out of there. And I thank you for being in the way there, Piston. That's actually a very helpful thing you just did there. So alright, I think that should have that side wired up. So let's go down here and hit the button and make sure we see all those little guys get pulled back in here that are sticking out. So hopefully, yeah, that's what we wanted to see. I'm going to go ahead and hit it again. We should be able to watch them pop out. Yep. Excellent. Alright, so that is how we wire up that side. I'm going to go ahead and go AFK, and I'm going to wire up the other side the same way. Shouldn't be anything special going on there. Also, I want to go downstairs in the stables and see what kind of damage we're doing in here. Yeah, okay. So it's going to be pretty ugly up here, but that's alright. I actually moved, just so you guys know, I moved our ladder access over here, actually in the horse stall. Not that it matters a ton, it was actually over there against that wall, but since that's right where we're putting in all this stuff, I figured, and rightfully so, we wouldn't be able to get up here anymore. So I did go ahead and move that, but yeah. Alright, I'm going to go AFK, and I'm going to wire up the other side, and I'll see you guys in just a sec. Actually, guys, this is why I suck. I totally forgot. In front of each one of these redstone torches that we have, we want to go ahead and we want to throw down another solid block here, and we want to wire our redstone over. That way we can make sure that the pistons not only stick out, but that they also stick up, because that's what's actually that's nice. That's actually what's going to push us to the next higher piston, so that we actually go somewhere. The way that I had it, we would have just gotten shoved forward a block and then done nothing. So glad I double checked that, because that was some bad intelligence that I just gave to you. And now it's not, so that should be all set, all good to go there. Let's find the right keys. Let's go ahead and I'll fire this up, and now instead of just seeing them stick out, we should see them stick out and up. So yeah, that's what we want to see. Okay, good deal. So there you go. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to wire up the other side. Just so you know what we will do, and I'll show you the redstone afterwards, we're actually going to pull the power for that off of this repeater, and I'm pretty sure we're going to want to set that to 2 ticks. But again, I'll confirm that, and I'll show you once everything's wired up. Alrighty guys, so I've got this thing completely wired up now. We should actually have a functioning elevator. I'm a little nervous because I haven't tested it yet, which is usually a bad idea before I show you guys something, but I'm going to go with it. So anyway, one thing I wanted to make sure I let you know, this repeater I mentioned just a second ago that we wanted that on 2 ticks. I was wrong. We don't want that on any ticks. The one we wanted on 2 ticks is the one that's actually underneath here. I think it's under here. I'd pop it out and show you, but it's the repeater that's over on this side. If you follow the tutorial, then it will all make sense to you and all that good stuff. But yeah, really what we did, just show you really fast here, our repeater pulls our signal out of that block when the button gets pressed, sends it around to here where we have a torch that's going here to make our little torch thing, our little torch ladder, if you want to call it that, vertical wiring, that's going to go out here. And it actually is sending power into this block right here, which then turns that torch on when it goes off, and then we get our same wiring effect that we had going up on the other side. It just happens over here. So I guess at this point I'm going to want to go ahead and seal all this up so we don't get any little visitors in here. I wonder, do I actually have, yeah, sweet. I was hoping I still had the steps. So I'm going to try and make this thing look like it belongs actually attached to this thing, like I've done over here. So that's going to be my goal here, at least from the outside. I don't want it to look like there's anything funky going on here. So let's go ahead and just close this thing off properly, since I'm pretty sure I'm done with that part. I'll just use those for placeholders at the time being. Man, I had a lot more stone bricks than I think I needed, but that's alright. We'll go ahead and we'll close that guy up as well. So there we go. So at this point we can walk in here, hit the button, and oh, that's right, we need to have glass in here. I'll tell you what, just for the time being, because I know I've already eaten a bunch of time here, this has probably gotten to be a little long, but hey, you guys probably know and expect that from me. There we go, we'll just use dirt for now. Rest assured I will pretty this up, but when I hit this button, hopefully we will end up top. Sweet, that's what I wanted. Excellent. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and call that the end of the video, guys. I will pretty this up before the next time, and I'll show you what we ended up with here, aesthetically speaking. But yeah, if you liked what you saw, please give me a thumb up. It helps out the channel a bunch. And if you really liked it, give me a like and all that good stuff as well. Tell your friends about it, etc., etc. And yeah, in the meantime, I will catch you guys next time.